Right, we are doing a short stream, a live broadcast, and we are getting it going on Throne and Liberty. Out of all games, it's going to be Throne and Liberty. Um, I really wasn't planning on streaming today at all. This was like definitely last minute. I got up, told myself like, all right, I'm pretty much up at the moment. What am I gonna do, right? So I decided I was gonna knock out a quick stream because I'm gonna be doing stuff tomorrow. It's gonna be very busy for me tomorrow, so the thing is, right? This game is pretty much, and I'm not saying this in a terrible way for those who really like this game. It's about to be obsolete. We got Night Raid coming out in a week or two, if fucking if that, right? Possibly, yeah, about a little over a week, right? So that's gonna be a game I'm definitely gonna be streaming. But while before it comes out, I'm heavily thinking about putting my grind in this game and a few others. So I'm trying to get more active with playing this. Easier said than done. This grind is a little crazy in this game, and I never really have the time unless it's my days off. So that's something. We're definitely gonna claim everything from this battle pass, and we're gonna try to do this quickly. I'm not gonna lie, I don't got a whole lot of time today. I work later. I'm gonna be tired. I know I'm gonna be tired, and I gotta be easy with how I move today. Ultimately, when it comes down to it, I'm just trying to get as much as I can done in this game because I'm not going to be playing this too much longer. I know once Night Rain and a few other games come out, it's gonna be something. There's gonna be a lot of people who are going to move on from this game and play other games. So while I'm still, playing this game, or before all these other new games come out, because once Night Rain comes out, I'm not gonna be playing nothing else but
You
that,
need to
right?
wear. You're looking bright for
Um,
Turner's armor.
Once these other games come out, yeah, this game's about to become obsolete, but I'm gonna still do my best to try to keep the grind going. Not saying I'm never gonna play this again, but necessarily like I know that there's gonna be a lot of new games coming out with opportunity that's gonna be really nice to play. So yeah, sucks that I started streaming nighttime because that means I'm probably gonna go do some T1, T2 dungeons, most likely. Try to get some loyalties. I'm trying to get the Burkant's Whispering Daggers. Like the goal in this build is to get the Spear of Murderous Glee and the no, not the Spear of Murderous Glee. I already got that right. Um, what is it called? I'll show you. I'll show you guys right now what I mean when I say spears, right? Because it's gonna be in the market. I know it's gonna be in the market, right? So we're gonna go to weapons. We're gonna go most likely to spear. And what do we see? Oh wait, backed out. Pressed the wrong button. There we go. This one, Spear of Unhinged Horror is what I want. I don't know what Naru's Sawfang Spear does. I actually have no idea what this spear actually does. Let's read up on it. On damaging a target with a spear skill, all CC resistances increase by 25 for 3 seconds once per skill, stacks up to 10 times. Holy shit. That's insane. Let me see. 25 times 10. Well, wouldn't that be like, what, 250, right? Let's just make sure. Let's just make sure. See, and now I feel like an idiot. Haven't done school in so long. So let's see. Yeah, 250. See, I had to be sure. All right. That's what I get for doubting myself, right? That's pretty damn good. 250 CC resistance. You add that with the other CC resistances that the spear has, you'll be pretty much. You have a lot more protection in PvP. So that I can see why that spear is so expensive. Stacks up to 10 times for 250. It's pretty damn good. Another thing is, man, I don't know what to do all this fucking purple gear, dude. Honestly, shit's driving me up the wall that I have so many. Honestly speaking. And yeah, just not really happy about that. We're gonna go get some scrolls active, get some scrolls going. I'm nowhere near PvP ready, guys. Who knows if I even get there? I'll be honest. Who knows if I even get there? So what we're gonna do is we're probably gonna start this stream off. No, hold on. We're gonna open all of these. All right. Still not ready for the second area yet, so obviously I can't really. I'm not really going to go into those next areas. There we go. We're gonna see what the pouch gives me. Precious magic powder. Okay, that was pretty good. And it's a lot better what the hell they've been giving me. Celius Abyss, Shadow Crypt, Phantom of Desire, Ceradoma Island, Tato's Tower, And I'm pretty sure these are the Crimson Mansion and Burkhannon State that I'm not even ready to fight yet. Don't think I'll ever be ready, man, but I'm gonna try. I'm really gonna try. I really don't know what I want to do right now. I'm thinking about getting those PvP plates. We're gonna actually clear out a little bit of inventory space. We have so much inventory shit, like I don't even know what to do with half of it. And I haven't even bothered really clearing inventory since the last time I played, so yeah, but we're not gonna spend the whole stream doing that, right? Like it's nighttime right now. What we're gonna do is like I got 1 day on these, right? So destroyed after 1 day and 16 hours. So I might just go waste these now. I'll be honest. I might seriously go just waste these now. Alright, we're gonna open this up. Actually, we're gonna open all 6. Obviously, we're gonna get the PvP one, which is going to be the Vienta Banquet. That seems to be like the one. So as you guys can see, I got a lot of purple gear. Not sure what to do with it, honestly. Don't have much to do with it. As you guys can see, my bank is pretty fucking stacked in the aspects of certain items and stuff. I even got some pretty powerful weapons because I was a greatsword dagger before. So before all this, we also got the morph chest, which I don't ever really necessarily need the stuff from it anymore. So yeah, but man, if anybody can help me out in the aspects of like what are we gonna be doing with this stuff, that'd be great. And what is the deal with the Amatoys? Like, I wish you could just select this, it disappears, it goes into your stuff, and you're good to go. But I seem to have certain Amatoy skins on here. I don't know, man. I'm a fucking noob. Ultimately, I got a bunch of stuff here that most likely I'm never going to use, so probably never going to use. You know what I mean? Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna go do some cooking contracts while we wait, since it's nighttime. So we're gonna go to Vienta Village. We're gonna get some weapon mastery doing that. I know I'm gonna have some insane contract currency because I haven't done a single fucking contract in God knows how long. You know.
Experience Stone Guard Castle like never before.
Sorry, you guys. I had to walk away real quick. So, yes, we're gonna do some cooking contracts. I also still gotta go to Celius, and I accidentally activated. Excuse me. I had to drink some water. All right, we gotta go to Celius, clear these 2 contracts out. Probably gonna finish out the rest of my Celius contracts as soon as it's done being nighttime. And for what it is right now, we're chilling. As you guys can see, yup, I'm stocked on contracts, just like I said. Don't remember if I did roasted. Don't remember if I have crab meat. Don't really care. I'm gonna try it out. Let's see if I do have crab meat. If I don't, I'll actually be pretty shocked. Yeah, let's turn these in, and then we're gonna see what happens next. Yeah, I got crab meat pie. I hate that they didn't put the quantity in there, though. They made it really a little slower on the cooking. That kind of sucks. I don't know why they did that. Maybe because people were getting weapon mastery too quickly, and they didn't really like that. Honestly, you should want to make the grind a little quicker. Because that's what keeps the quality of life of the game going, you know? Boom. As you see, we're knocking out a lot of contracts. It's like the fastest way to get weapon mastery, in my opinion. Besides Tato's Tower, which we're also going to be working on as well, right? And we're going to get some more eggs in here. I think 1 or 2 of these I'm probably not going to have. And we got to really double check, right? Because now that it took off the quantity off the food, which is really shitty. They think they're low with that shit. They're not low. I don't know why they took that off. That's really shitty they did that. I complain about it every stream, bro. I'm going to keep doing it until eventually they change it, right? But I just think it's definitely annoying that you will want to slow down a grind like that. You know, because now, look, I got to, like, individually check my inventory now instead of just seeing with the quantity on the side, which was a lot easier. Like, I got 2 crab meat pies. I got how many eggs? All right, let's find out how many fried eggs I got. 2 more of those. I got 2 roasted honey. You know, like, and I got to, like, now I got to memorize that. You know what I'm saying? I got to memorize that shit now. just to be able to keep the cooking contracts going, you know? So I'm not sitting here going out of my way to get a food or abandoning the contract because I don't have what I need, you know? And that's just pretty annoying, but whatever. I remembered I pretty much got 2 of everything, so yeah. We're gonna knock out like 5 contracts right now, though. I know it's gonna be good for my resistance contracts for the week because these also count as resistance contracts too. I'll show you guys what I mean, right? Yeah, see, complete resistance contracts. I'm pretty sure if I didn't already claim it, I'm 100% certain I got contracts I gotta complete. Let me see, guild resources, guild reputation, fishing, cooking, expedition. Dude, the thing is, I think I'm already knocking this out right now. You know, the cooking is about to be done right now. I'm about to explain why in a moment. But we're gonna stay focused on what our tasking is at the moment, right? And that is getting everything we need. I think we've got one more fried egg. I don't think I have any more crab meat pies. I think I have maybe one more roasted. And I definitely have one more of these, right? Which is pickle fruit. Okay, now you're being weird. Let's go. So we already knocked out 15 contracts just standing here for like about 2 minutes while I'm just talking to you guys. But it's cool that I'm a cook, man. A lot of people underestimate the power of cooking, man. Cooking in this game is like OP. You get a lot of buffs. You usually have your cooks in guilds. Cooks are pretty welcomed in guilds for the most part. People love the cooks in the game because they buff up on PvP and stuff like that. So yeah. But there we go. See, I'm already out of 2. I should see, this is what I mean when I say you gotta keep accountability, right? Now I'm gonna have to go use a golden apple. And I'm gonna have to go use some eggs to make fried eggs just to I gotta use ingredients to get those 2 filled out, is what I'm saying. So look, this, right? Gotta use one of these. Go over here. Gotta use one of these. This adds 2 to my cooking contract for the weekly, like I said. I think the goal of the stream today is honestly get as much of my weekly as I can done, right? And do it in a timely manner. So right now what I'm really hyper focused on is really my weekly, only because I'm trading lock stones and the amount of stuff you get. You also get runes every time you do it. Well, that's pretty good. That and obviously gaining weapon mastery, like that's a must, right? And that's what it comes down to. Oh shit, I'm at 40k now. Tokens. Damn. So what we're gonna do is we're probably gonna knock out the cooking contract now, right? We're gonna take a pickled fruit candy. We're gonna actually activate that. Which should be right here. Boom. Activate that, and then we're gonna go into cooking because that increases our cooking mastery by 15%. We're gonna bring that up. Boom. Look at that, complete weekly, right? We're also gonna get the roaring steak in here as well. Continue to consume as much ingredients as possible because I already have these in my inventory. So this will actually be good for inventory space consolidation as well as cooking XP. So ultimately good to go, right? Excuse me.
Welcome, chef.
Sorry, you guys again. All right. Vegetable stir fry is a must. I'm not doing roasted. We're doing pickled, and I think I have one more fried egg. I'm pretty sure I have one more. Yes, I do. Now we're gonna only be able to knock out about 3 contracts at a time. So I'm gonna go with what I know the best, right? We're gonna check to see how many crab meat pies we got, because another thing is to what you guys are starting to see is every time you do a cooking contract, notice you also get food. You get high level food too. You don't get really low level food like that. So you get a lot of food that is actually beneficial. We got 2 crab meat pies, so we can probably knock maybe 3, right? So we're gonna get a crab meat pie. And we're gonna actually throw that in here, and then we're gonna refresh. Boom.
Welcome, chef. A fresh batch of culinary contracts.
Vegetable, roasted, honey. I don't think I have any more of those. I know we have pickled fruit. I got a good amount of those. And we got crab meat pie right here. So I'm trying to get as much weapon mastery as I can, cause dude, once like Night Rain and all this other stuff comes out, I'll probably slow down on playing this game for a while. And I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be the only one. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of people who's gonna slow down on playing this. It tends to happen with new games. Can't keep people really drawn in for long. Um, but I've been waiting for Night Rain since it was first announced, and that is something I'm 100% looking forward to playing. So yeah. Oh damn, you know what sucks, dudes? That crab meat pie, I have one, but it's not quality, right? It's like a gray one. I thought the gray one would count towards the contract. That's the only reason why I actually even grabbed it. But yeah, we're also gonna probably go use some of our eggs. Because I really just want to knock these contracts out, right? So we're gonna cook this for lizard eggs, and then we're gonna probably make like 5 more. Alright, we're gonna run back. Dude, y'all, I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all are doing cooking XP, I'm telling y'all, man, it's where it's at. It is where it's at. I'm trying my best here to keep myself occupied with my time as well. So, in doing so, I knew I was going to be up. So I told myself, why not throw out a quick stream, see what's going on. Because I'm going to be handling some business tomorrow. So, because I'm doing it tomorrow, I figured today I might take a little bit more time. It's actually why I'm up now, because I was supposed to go and do something today, changed my mind, told myself it'd probably be better if I did it the next day, so on and so forth. We're also knocking out like close to 60 contracts in a few minutes. It's pretty crazy. And for everyone we knock out, I'm pretty sure we're getting 80,000 weapon mastery. I'm also getting a lot of excess Abyssal tokens destroyed doing this, so it kind of sucks. But yeah, to show you guys like how fast the weapon mastery is building up, like I got y'all. We're gonna go to weapon mastery, right? Just to show y'all. Cause I've been farming the fuck out of weapon mastery, man. Like that's all I really care about. Like not even the materials don't even really bother me no more necessarily, right? So not the dagger. We're gonna go. Oh yeah, I am actually using daggers, right? So I'm level 89 on the daggers, right? I don't know. I hate these menus, how clunky they are on the system. You guys can see I got 4.3 mil weapon mastery. I'm still climbing that ladder too. So you know what we're gonna do? We're actually gonna do some Tato's Tower. We're gonna knock that out. Alright. I'm pretty sure it's this. Skeleton Commander. And it's crazy because my contact list is full, right? And it's like, oh my god, dude, like it's full. I'm stuck. Ah, it's such a irresponsible stream. I probably should have checked all my shit before I started these contracts, right? There's nothing I could do about that now though. Let's go fuck up this Skeleton Commander. He's about to get fried. I remember when this guy used to be hard for me back in the days. These guys done. Told ya. Dude just gets fried, dude. And what I like about Tato's Tower is that it's going to straight just give you as much as it can, right? So we're going to collect more rewards. We already got 2 rewards, complete resistance contracts, and we already got the fishing and cooking expedition. So that's what I'm saying. If you guys ever want like to clear the season the battle, what do you call it? The weekly missions quick. You want to be able to do these contracts. We're going to do another Tato's Tower contract. Honestly, I'm heavily thinking about abandoning some contracts just to do it, but I don't know yet. Oh, that was a good find. I might actually be able to make something out of these. Yeah, I knew it. Grilled crown, and I still got the pickled fruit going. Boom, that's more cooking XP right there. I just think it kind of sucks because I can't really do any more cooking contracts because I'm already at 40k Abyssal tokens. So you know what I'm going to do? Fuck it. I'm going to try to get to SHADOWMANCER. I'm going to try to get there. I'm going to see what happens. That's going to be... I mean, I'm just going to take the chance, right? So it's either Dare or Sully. And Sully's Abyss I can't get into, right? So it's going to definitely have to be... For sure, it's going to definitely have to be SHADOWMANCER. Now, the thing is, I'm not PvP ready. I'm not a PvPer. So PvPers come through, I'm kind of fried, you know. So I gotta be extra careful with how I carry myself. But I'm actually gonna attempt to go to one of these dungeons in the nighttime, which I know is to a lot of people. There's like, well, good luck, right? And that's how I feel, honestly. Okay, um, yeah, we're definitely going to Saradoma. If I see any other players though and shit, like I'm pretty much gonna be like, damn, you know, like I'm probably gonna have to make a move and get out of there. And that's what sucks. You got to go to this boardwalk, right? Another thing is too, we're gonna be knocking fishing too. This is gonna be like a fight slash grind stream. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of everything, honestly. 40k Abyssal contract token. Going to Saradoma, man. I don't see anybody because they're probably in bird camp. Oh shit! There's a player right there. He looks AFK though. I'm just gonna run by him and see if he leaves me alone. So far he hasn't seen me. That's good. Like, he's just standing there AFK. The area can't be as dangerous as it used to. Yo, back in the days, this area used to be popping, dude. I'm going straight to the tunnels. I'm gonna try to disappear out of this player's sight. Like, these guys are all on my contract, but like, I'm gonna try to get out of here, right? Get down deeper into Saradoma and see if anybody's gonna pass through. And I know like a really good spot in the caves I can go to get these guys to fight me, right? But it starts by like getting away from all these guys. I'm looking around, I'm seeing if there's any players that are gonna try to fuck with me. We're actually gonna go in through this entrance this time. But it's definitely like a spot in the caves that is so good, dude. It's like a three-way spot. I'm pretty sure a lot of players usually go there when they get a chance, but yeah. I'm actually gonna see how many of these guys I could draw in right now. There you go. I just want to get some of these contracts knocked out. That's all I care about. Okay, there we go. Alright, so here's what's going to happen. We're actually probably going to move over here. We're going to pop some food for buffs. We're just going to do this quickly. Like I said, I can get killed out here, but I'm actually going to grind a little bit. And if somebody comes in and just flattens my shit, so be it. Like, I don't really care. We're going to do weapon mastery. We're going to do... There's one for humanoids. I'm trying to find it right now. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yeah. Humanoid damage boost. We're going to need that. And I want a healing capability, so we're probably going to run this as well. And that's how we're going to run this shit. It's funny because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm certain this is the area that everybody likes to grind. This specific area. I'm about to show y'all right now why this area is like love. As you guys can see, a lot of enemies group up here, right? There we go. And we're gonna get more of them involved. Dude, I love the way I built my moveset too. I didn't copy this off of YouTube or anything. This is just my own shit, right? My own build. And I just do a lot of reading, a lot of comparing. I research what certain pieces do, what is beneficial in PvP, and it kind of goes from there, right? I don't always have the time, but yeah. Alright, Alright, we're gonna bombard these dudes. That's crazy. I'm dead in a PvP zone and nobody's come through yet. I shouldn't jinx it though, but like I'm pretty happy nobody's come through yet. Oh shit. I need to be careful. The archers are still deadly as fuck. Yeah, I forgot I changed my build around a little bit. Damn. All this mana MP. I'm trying to remember how I balanced it. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think the way that I balanced it was I think the way that I balanced my build was for MP was that I didn't use the poison or the Umbral Spirit, which surprisingly takes a lot more fucking MP than you probably ever really needed. This one's also another one that's a MP guzzler, right? The Fire Javelin or the Infernal Javelin. So then I gotta go and resort to... I had to resort to my cakes. Collect rusty bows from Reptilian Sentry. I only need one more. There we go. I used to play like RPGs back in the days, like Cabal, man. That was a really good one. There we go. I don't know why I'm not getting any rusty bows. It's a little weird. Yeah, that's a reptilian. Yeah, I don't understand. So collect rusty crossbows from reptilian sentries. I did that. Collect magic crystal flowers. So is one of the contracts glitched out? Is that what's going on here? Or I don't know. I am trying to burn some abyssal contract currency because one, I want to be able to replenish them as much as I can. I mean, ultimately, as I said, once Night Rain comes out, I'm going to take a break off this game, but for what it is right now, I'm trying to grind as much as I can. We're going to try to hit these guys. Let's see how many of these reptilian sentries I could get to group up. That's one thing I do miss about my gladiator class, was just how I was able to keep my MP up the whole time. I really liked the gladiator class too, because there was a lot of like stun locks on it. Naturally, I really liked it. Still do, but I honestly feel like SHADOWMANCER is a little more fun to play. There's a lot more versatility with a SHADOWMANCER. There it is. Now I got the reptilian crossbow. Okay, I thought it was like glitched out. So we're gonna collect the magic luminescent flower, right? So we're gonna go back out. Once we do that, we would have burned around 38.7k abyssal currency, right? I'm gonna be honest. I've heavily thought about just saying, get, you know, and just knocking out all my contract currencies here. Oh yeah, that's some good hits. Because we still got Demon Hoop Berserkers and a few others, right? Oh, it's daytime now. It's daytime? Awesome. Okay, we need to like leave here. So we're actually gonna go towards Celius Abyss. That's where all our contracts are, right? I actually really like going to Celius. I actually like going to Celius Abyss a little bit more than Sarah. Well, Saradoma's pretty good for fucking contract burns for sure. Like Abyssal contract tokens, they are fucking. It's fantastic, right? Mm. I think I think every place has their spot where, you know what I mean, they do their stuff. And the reason we're like burning these, right, is because we want to 100% get as much, well, maximize as much resources as we can in the aspects of what we're doing here. It's crazy because I have so many contracts I gotta complete. Like my abyssal contracts are not done, right? And it's like I want to burn as much abyssal currency as I can. As y'all can see, there's a lot of demon hooves quest markers down here, right? I like to work my way. I could, yeah, I could get all these guys to fight me. Let me see. Alright, berserkers and shit. Alright. Let's get these guys to group up. Ooh, I'm gonna probably need a demon buff this time around, which I just made earlier from what you guys had seen. So if we're gonna be, first off, let's melt these down because we're already at 46, right? Damn, we're already almost out of space. Jesus Christ. So there it is for that, right? We only got 7 free slots. Like, bro, ha, we weren't even grinding that long. It's okay though because that's a me problem. I gotta like fix that, right? So I already know how this goes. So we're gonna go. We could ultimately fight these guys, obviously, and it wouldn't be too hard to deal with them. These guys are like the riffraff, you know? Bro, you see, the thing is, it's like down the inventory space has me a little stressed out, right? And the reason I say that, right? The reason I'm stressed out about it is because, there's a lot of really good stuff you can get down here, but if you don't have the inventory space for it, you're kind of screwed. I think my weapon mastery is still going too. There we go. We're just gonna fight our way through. We're almost there to the spot. Once we get to that 3-way spot, which is gonna be, I believe, to the left, that's when the real grind is gonna begin. Alright, let's get our, let's keep dissolving what we can. And we're gonna be alright. I don't have my armor, my upgraded armor sets yet. I'm gonna have them soon. That definitely did not help my situation in any sort of way, but it made it so much worse. Jesus Christ, dude. Well, dude, screw it. We're also gonna use these as well, right? Since we're already burning contract tokes. Alright. So we got the Soul Brazier. I gotta defeat Demon Hoof Berserker, collect Magic Crystal Flower. That's gonna be the only slight being here. So we would probably have to go back to Saradoma eventually, you know. There's gonna be a lot of jumping back and forth, man. A lot of it. We're gonna open all these. Try to see. We just upgraded one of our runes. We're not even gonna open these yet until the end of the stream. That's kind of the goal here. So here, let me see. Because I'm always gonna be down a contract, right? How many Celius Abyss contracts do I actually have? I got 15. I got 28 Shadow Crypt. I got 8 Sentiment Desire. I have 25 Saradoma. I could have just honestly finished it out Saradoma, but I really wanted to. I really wanted to get rid of these Soul Brazers. Nope. Yep. Can't believe my list is full already. Alright, let's go. Gather them up. Oh, I forgot to put the demon buff. Alright, it's fine, it's fine. I just gotta keep my combos simple, so I'm not wasting too much mana. Boom, 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 dude. Alright, 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 alright. Okay, we're gonna knock out these contracts as quickly as we can. We're gonna knock these out as quickly as we can. We're gonna go back. We're gonna clear as much inventory space as we can, and then we're gonna go from there. There we go. I also really like the poison from the daggers. That's also why I went Shadowmancer. It's just really good for like PvE slash PvP, I'm assuming. PvP, I feel like it really puts in work. Like, you poison a player, they're gonna be hurt. Alright, we're running up here now. And I do a lot of solo play on my streams. You guys notice I don't roll with teams. I don't roll with people really like that. It's very rare that I do. It's not because I don't have people to roll with necessarily, but it's just once you start to roll with people, it becomes an obligation. You know what I mean? An obligation I don't want to have. You know, I want to play the game when I want to play the game, you know, and I want to be able to enjoy the game at my own pace, you know. And a lot of people that I used to play with were way too good at the game, and ultimately it took a lot of like, there were times like I still need them to this very day, you know, but ultimately, as I said, it becomes an obligation, right? An obligation you necessarily either want to fulfill or you don't want to fulfill, you know. It's another contract down, nice. So what we're probably gonna do is we're probably gonna find a way to clear inventory space. I gotta get to the Soul Brazier. I'm also trying to figure out how many more contracts I got. Let me see. Collect Magic Flower. Examine the Soul Brazier. Demon Hoof Berserkers, right? I'm pretty sure Berserkers are up here or around here somewhere. I know that we got a good amount. Kind of just chilling out. And yeah, I could have activated the contract, no doubt. Alright, let's see this guy. Oh, I'm getting fucking slammed. There you go. These damn lethal venom abominations are so terrible. There we go. It's a really good spot. I wonder if we got Soul Brazers around here or not. Because if we don't, that's kind of lame. See, now this shit's got me wondering. We also got a fishing spot over here. Okay. I do fish quite a bit in this game, so, and we do got the special bait we gotta waste out anyway, so this might work in my favor actually. So we can get all these enemies to come through. These motherfuckers. Alright. Alright, let's deal with the trackers first. Trackers are usually your biggest threats in this area. These are ranged guys. Same thing with lethal abominations, right? Just lead the guys who are meleeing you to come chase you to go deal with the tracker, because trackers can hit you from any range and usually they hit pretty hard. So yeah, just a note to, you know, self. We also got a fishing spot over here, not too far, right? I'm gonna get there, but I need those soul brazers, man. And I'm trying to remember which location it was in. I'm pretty sure it's over here somewhere. I could 100% be wrong though. All right, let's get some heals in here. That's what I'm saying. Like, another thing a lot of people fail to realize is that Shadowmancers have a lot of survivability based on how you build your build. So the way that I made it to where I try to find a balance between the MP and the FP. But ultimately, you're gonna still drain a good amount. So you gotta just find a good amount of mana regen on your build as well. You want to balance that out. I also really like the invisibility, because the invisibility gets me out of some pretty tight situations. It's also really good for PvP. It's another reason why I use it. Daggers play their uses. Here we go. This is the area I was looking for, you guys. They got soul brazers and shit over here, like just right under, right? And they usually have a demon. Yeah, see the soul brazer right there? See, that's usually the problem with the contracts in Celius, is that finding these motherfuckers is tough, because then you gotta like keep flip-flopping across. That's why it's good to do this in a team, right? Like, when you're in a team, you can do this a lot better. Right now, the goal is to try to, I want to kill that demon hoof shaman. I really feel like I can do it now. I want to heal up a little bit first, right? But I really feel like I can kill that motherfucker now. And I'm gonna give it a try. I really want to give it a try. There we go. I don't really like this area. I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate this fucking area. Celius 6F is not my favorite place to be. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Oh, thank God. Alright, I made it. Alright. Let's see. Demon Hoof, Butcher, whatever, right? I think I'm actually going to round everybody up. Right? And we're going to see how this goes. The tracker's got to go, though. Alright, here we go. Dude, once that boss gets alerted, it's on. Oh my God, my inventory's full. Here we go. I'm fighting him at half health too. There we go. A lot of stuff dropping. Holy shit, he's about to kill me. This guy's strong. There's the heals. I have never been able to kill this guy 1v1 before. Oh, no way. Did I really get him? Holy shit, I did get him. So good. Nice. Alright, we need to dissolve things like now. We're getting hit pretty hard. I'm just dissolving everything. There we go. Alright, give me all my shit. Ah, still fucking full. Oh, I'm in bad shape right now. I need that tracker. See, I told you, man. Tracker's gonna be your undoing. Fucking hey, dude, and I'm dead just like that. Alright, that's fine. We had to go clear inventory space anyway, so I'm not even really too mad about this. That's fine. We definitely had to clear inventory space. So what we're gonna do is probably gonna sell. We're gonna sell a few things. We're gonna sell all these greens. These greens can go. These are probably gonna turn into blues, so I'm probably gonna keep those. What else are we selling? Precious Stalin. These greens are definitely gonna go. Actually, I'm just gonna get rid of all the greens. Screw it. Okay. Now let's go to our storage. I gotta find a plate. I gotta find. I'm full on inventory, man. That's crazy. You know what? We're gonna do some inventory management before we even do any more of this grind. We have to, dude. We don't. I'm not gonna be able to fit anything in this inventory. Truthfully. And these can definitely go. I'm gonna definitely find a way to sell these or deconstruct them or something. If anybody knows how, if anybody knows what to do with like all the purple gear, please let me know, because I know like it plays a role later, but like how much of a role does it really play, you know? I actually keep these. I tend to keep a lot of the red stuff. This can definitely go. We got a room book. We got a lot of stuff we've been working on, so hell yeah on that. All right, now we're gonna actually go to Vienta Village, right? Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back. No. Hold on. We're actually gonna go to Stone Guard. So the reason is because I want to turn my blues into purples, put it back in my inventory. Then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all this purple gear. Cause I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, I got too much purple gear. And I don't have any armor sets worth investing in right now. I could extract traits, sell them on the auction house, and I've been thinking about doing that as well.
You'll have to practice.
We're gonna see, right?
I can make any
There we go. Precious parchment. And the truth is, I don't even really need parchment or none of it. I don't need none of this, right? But the only reason I'm getting it going is because if I decide I want to change my build for whatever reason, right, I would be able to. And the second reason is because I want to actually clear inventory space. But I don't need any of these books. I don't need any of it. But I need inventory space cleared, you know, because I think I have all my skills purple 5, which is awesome. Took me a very long time to get there, but I got there. These updates have been pretty fantastic in the aspects of the grind. The grind in the beginning was absolutely brutal. I hated every moment of it. Now things are different. Now this right here, we're actually going to need these. We are 100% going to need those precious weapon stones, right? But before that, we're going to continue to just make better items so we can keep clearing inventory space. Whatever's left over, we're going to sell it. And we're going to be good after that. Holy shit, what are these? What are these? Okay. I guess I can make one of each. Remove certain CC effects applied by other players and not consumed when used. Does not remove collision. It is not consumed when used. Does not remove collision petrification weaken after you use. Debuff duration is reduced by 75%. 1 second recovers 50 stamina. And recovers 30% of health. Duration is reduced. by 75% for 1 second. Debuff duration reduced. Critical chance increases by 300 for 5 seconds. That's pretty damn good. I won't lie, that's pretty damn good. I like, see, now it's between this one or this one, right? And I got a precious purification stone for that, right? So now I gotta make a choice. So it recovers 30% of health, which I really like the health aspect of that. That would be really good for a tank build. Or I just get a shit ton of damage, right? I'm thinking this because I don't have a whole lot of survivability. We're definitely gonna go back and eventually make one of these again, right? Which is the goal. And I'm pretty sure I can make another one of these. I just need abyssal aggregates, and I don't have a whole lot of those. But I can make these. I can make another one if I wanted, and then get the rest of this. So that's pretty awesome. I got that. I'm probably gonna add that into my quick bar. Damn, I didn't even know those were like really a thing. As I said, dude, I'm a noob. I don't look this shit up. You know what I mean? I don't look this stuff up. I don't really invest in this stuff, right? So yeah, but for those who are in stream, welcome to stream, man. Feel free to chat in the chat if you want. You know, if you have any advice, questions, or anything you want to say or anything you want to add, please let me know because I'm not a know-it-all by any means. I'm a fucking casual compared to most players in this game. You know, and I can openly admit that. I'm not afraid to admit that I'm a casual, and I'm not afraid to admit that I need help. I'm really not. You know, and not help in the aspects of like a carry per se, right? But I need help in the aspects of like knowledge, right? Because look at my inventory, you guys. Just want to show you guys. I have so much fucking purple gear, and I heard purple gear was pretty important at one point in time, and I have no idea what to do with all of it. There's a part of me that wants to deconstruct. There's a part of me that wants to extract a lot of traits, and I just don't know what to do. And that's really what it comes down to. So yeah, I gotta figure that out. You know, I probably should have did some extensive research before starting up, but you know what? No regrets now, man. We're also gonna go to the auction house real quick, see what I can sell. That's another thing, right? Sometimes I use the auction house as storage, right? Like I'll just throw stuff in there and see where it kind of goes, right? Average price, this is 10. What about the grilled meat? Average price 1.5. Highest price and this. I guess we'll throw this back in. Let's just see. Alright. It doesn't seem like there's really anything else worth selling. Maybe this. Nobody even really uses this stuff anymore.
Have you forgotten? I've got everything you could possibly
Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna sell these gems then. Don't really need these, right? Well, those I'm actually gonna keep, right? Those come in way handy later. All these onesies and twosies I'm definitely selling, right? Just to create more inventory space because we're literally gonna get them right back as soon as we go back to do contracts because we're doing abyssal toke burns right now. We are taking some time from the daytime to do this, so we got to be kind of quick with how we're moving, right? So I'm going to actually start selling some food. I actually really like this one, believe it or not, but I never really need it anymore. I don't ever really need this. Don't ever really use this. I usually get these from the cooking contracts, right? That's another thing. With cooking contracts, if you don't need the food, you can make some pretty good solent off that food. So, if you guys want to make solent kind of quickly, I would honestly recommend cooking and selling the food that you don't need and then keeping the food you do need. See, I'm already at 165.9k solent, which to most people in this game, late game, it's not much. Like me, I'm pretty much a late game, right? I'm 45.9 mil in. I'm working on the end game content to become stronger, but I have a long way to go compared to most. But I'm doing my best here to try to maintain what I already got. See, we cleared our inventory space down to 114, which is a big benefit. We're also going to open this up and see if I can cook anything out of this, right? And once again, this is to clear up inventory space, to sell, maybe get solent, whatever. I don't know. Stoneguard's always been my spot. I've been playing this game since kind of like the beginning, so Stoneguard was always that area where people would kind of just chill. Alright, so far from what I'm seeing, I can't really use the food that I just got, so. But the fish. Oh, so what's the deal with that, right? That's another thing, right? Certain fish in the game you can't deconstruct for
Always
fishing bait, but you could sell it. Here's what I mean by that. Watch this. These. You know what I'm saying? Then I also got Alma toys in my inventory, right? That that they don't leave my inventory. I have no idea what to do with them. So it's just a lot of confusion, man. See, it says already registered, unable to use, right? So what does that mean? If I registered it and I sell it, will I still have it? That's the question, right?
Friend,
And
before
so
your
I'm
pets
gonna
start to
I'm
get
gonna
heavy
see what I
with
could do
things
with
in
that, right? So we're gonna
storage.
actually take out all these other Alma toys and we're gonna try something out. We're also taking this damn green parchment out. Why does that even in there? All right, what were we doing? Right, Alma toys, right? So we're gonna test this out. We're talking mounts, Alma toys, all that, right? For the ones that are already registered, like I'm just gonna take them all out. I'm gonna take all this out and see, right? And see if it'll still be in my dash morphs or everything or not. So we're just gonna test it out by already opening the ones I already have. So we're gonna get another. We're gonna get two more. We got two more tormented withers, right? Let's see what happens.
have you forgotten anything? Oh, a hand and choose.
Well, now I have them. I'm gonna sell them, right? I'm gonna sell all this shit. Let's see what happens. I feel like I'm making a huge mistake right now, but let's see what happens. I'm actually gonna keep that one. Definitely keeping that one, right? We're gonna sell all of these. I just want to see what happens. So keep in mind, I don't know if I'm doing this right. We're gonna go really quickly to our Alma toys. We're gonna scroll down the list. It says they're already registered, right? So let's keep in mind the ones I'm selling, which are the Tormented Withers and a few others, right? I don't think I ever registered the Tormented Withers. Hold on. No, it's already registered. Okay.
Have you
So we're just gonna pull the trigger on this.
could possibly need?
Dude, if I screw myself on this, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna close out stream. Swear on everything. Alright, let's see. They've already been registered, so let's see, right? Now we're gonna go to Alma Toys. Yeah, they're still here. So basically, once you register them, I don't think you need to hold on to the Alma Toys after that. That's actually really, really dope. So I just made another mill just off of selling those, right? Now we're gonna look at morphs, right? Morphs is still registered. I haven't lost no levels. Still got my dash morphs because they're all registered. We're good to go, dude. I know everybody always uses these to try to like sneak up on players. I'm not exactly PvPing yet, right? But if I do it, like if I am gonna Tiger out, right? I think the Fenrian Scowl is really cool. So, alright, so that's awesome, dude. We just cleared a shit ton of inventory space.
Before your bags
Okay,
start
not
to
like
get
a,
heavy
a
with
lot,
things
but
in
a lot
storage.
more than what it was. Probably gonna take the blue books. I'm gonna sell those as well. Alright, dudes, let's get back to A-bomb burning, man. Like I said, we're on the road to
Have you
PvPing.
forgotten?
You know what I mean? We're like on the road there. We're trying to get there. We're gonna get there. Gonna get rid of all the. Well, this is gonna stay. For those yellows, we're actually gonna see what we can build off of that.
See you later.
Those yellow Stalinoid. I'm pretty sure you would build that either at the armor or I'm pretty sure it's the armor. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the person that builds them. Yep. How do I know that? Because I built so many. Alright, now we're gonna go and find a merchant that we could sell to. And we're gonna get back to A-bomb burning. The Demon Hoof Berserkers. And we gotta go back down there and grab my loot, so.
Oh, a hand and choose.
I even got the golden level 4 fishing rod, so I'm big chilling. All right. I really don't know what to do with these ingredients, right? I can't necessarily sell them either. They're kind of just stuck. Shit's taking up a lot of inventory space, but whatever. We're gonna store the purple. We're gonna store these. That clears a little bit of inventory space. All right, we're clear. Let's go to Celius. Finish out the contracts in Celius, right? Oh shit, we got events going on right now. Ooh, you know what? Before we go to Celius, let's go get this done. It's actually part of our weekly, right? Which is dynamic events. Then again, dude, I don't ever really have time for dynamic events, right? All right, I got like 2 minutes, right? Oh, it's gathering. Oh, it hasn't started yet. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna participate in this dynamic event, honestly. I really want to go to Celius Abyss, finish out those contracts, and knock out as much as I can as far as currency. Because I know if I do start back playing this game again, I'm gonna want these extra resources, right? I think they need to expand a lot of things in this game, but I know the reason they don't is because they want to force the microtransactions because it's a free game. And I completely understand that. They made it more than fair for a free-to-play game. Like, I'll be honest, this game's a fucking million times better than Black Desert Online. Don't get me started on BDO, man. BDO is ass. I don't care what anybody says. I don't even care if that's a hot take or not. BDO is ass. Black Desert Online is ass, bro. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to say it's the truth. I'm explaining why. Why do I have to go and spend $23 to buy a fucking tent outside of a town because they make it extremely difficult to move around in that game without microtransactions? Like, they really force it. Like, this game, everything you get, right? Everything you have, you can pretty much get for free. You don't need the microtransactions for it. Obviously, it's a little bit of a grind, but like, it's very possible, right? Obviously, the microtransactions is like, all right, like, they're nice, you know, you get what you need instantly, and then you can really enjoy the game, right? But you don't have to. You know, me, I actually enjoy, in a sense, the grind of the game to an extent, right? And when I mean to an extent, is because I know once I start PvPing, I'm not going to want to do this grind shit no more. I'm going to want to, like, fight players. So while the grind is here, I'm going to enjoy it. There we go. That was our last Celius Abyss contract, right? We are now going to fast travel out of here. And we're going to be going to Saradoma. So let's see. Blah blah blah. Not Talandre. There we go. Saradoma Island. Alright, now we're going over there. We're gonna finish out this collect magic crystal tower. That'll completely free up all my contracts. And then from there, I can finish out my contracts here, which is actually what I want to do. I want to finish out my contracts here. To be 100% honest, you guys. Fuck, it's already 12. Jesus. Alright, let's see what we're gonna do here, right? We want the humanoid stuff, so we're actually gonna go and look at some Saradoma Island contracts right here. Well, we're gonna collect the flower first. So, alright. Let's dial it back for a second. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to, we're going to finish out this contract. We're gonna finish out all the Tato Tower contracts right after. Okay, as soon as that's done, we're gonna come back here. We're gonna grind out. Oh, well, no. Let's save Tato Tower for when it's nighttime, actually. So I could do Tato Tower anytime, right? That's ultimately what it comes down to. Oh my god, I gotta wait. This is the part that's annoying. I thought for sure I made that pool. Yeah, so much going on here. That's why my contracts are being taken up. There's an unsigned one, I believe, in Shadow Crypt. Bro, I was all over the place that day, man. That's why my stream's all over the place right now. For those who are here, though, man, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it, dude. For real. Enjoying some nice casual Shadowmancer gameplay. Let's go. I wonder if there's any of these in the cave. Never actually looked up if there was or not. I don't think these guys want to smoke. This guy wants it, I guess. He's cooked. That's all it took. Alright. Battle pass again. Boom. That's really good. That is insanely good for what it is. Me being a cook, those 20 baskets, insanely good. That's what you want. Alright, next. That unsigned contract is getting on my nerves, right? And that is Shadow Crypt. So we're gonna do an easy one. We're gonna do Dark Enforcer, Dark Shaman. Nope. I want something easy, even easier than that. Dark Enforcer, Dark Shaman, Dark Wizard, Dark Shaman, Dark Enforcer, Dark Shaman, interact with Watcher stat. You know what? That's fine. I could take that one. I'll take that one. Alright, now we're leaving Saradoma. We're going to Shadow Crypt to knock out that last contract. And then we're going to come back to Saradoma officially. And we're going to A-bomb burn from there the rest of our stuff. I'm going to be honest. I think Saradoma Island probably has one of the best Abyssu token burn spots in the game, in my opinion. I think people may disagree with that, but I honestly think so. I think Shadow Crypt and Celius could do a little better with keeping up, you know. God damn, bro, there's so many of these guys here. Alright, here we go. Bombing the fuck out of them, dude. There was like 8 of these guys on me. They're all getting fried now. And some people will say, well, the areas have a lot of enemies, right? But Saradoma Island has a lot of enemies that are melee and not range, right? Which means you don't really got to run up to them as much. They'll come to you. Makes it easier for farming. And I'll show you what I mean. Watch. Y'all going to see how fast I'm going to knock this out versus how fast I knock out Saradoma contracts. And then y'all going to understand, like, where I'm coming from. And obviously, this isn't, like, necessarily news. It's just news for, I guess, newer players who don't know, who are casual like me. So if I have the knowledge, I'm going to drop it and instill it, right? And that's how I roll it. I hate being in Shadow Crypt. My least favorite place to be in. I think Shadow Crypt is the worst open dungeon, in my opinion. They don't really give good stuff. There's really not a whole lot going on with it. And I don't know. There's a lot about Shadow Crypt I don't like. I don't really like the Dark Wizards. How many Dark Wizards and Dark Shamans are in this goddamn dungeon, dude? You definitely need, like, insane magic protection just to, like, survive here. Let's see if that passive ability still works. No. It's funny because while I'm here, people are probably going to be like, why don't you just activate the contracts? I'm like, because I don't even want an A-bomb burn here. I mean, well, I don't want to do Abyssal contract token burns here, honestly. I don't. Oh, man, I'm in trouble. I got a boss on me now, right? Or an elite enemy. And I don't have any mana to deal with him. So you know what happens there? I go invisible. I let my mana come back. I try to break contact if I can. There we go. Now I'm getting my mana back quickly. Get my potion. And then we're right back to it. This is why I really like invisibility, because it's like a little bit of a reset, you know? That's also why I like Victor's morale as well, right? There we go. There's moments like this, I can't use my fire javelin, being it takes so much. The same thing with that ability I just used, right? There we go. There we go. Got some darkened forces in here. I need to kill 8 more. Like I said, I could knock these contracts quick, but the quickest way, in my opinion, is Saradoma Island. And y'all see what I mean. Trust me, y'all will. I'm actually heavily thinking about fighting a Berserk Dark Enforcer, honestly. He's on me right now. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. Oh, yeah. Let's go. I should have probably picked up an Abyssal contract, honestly, with as many of these guys I've just killed, man. 14. That Berserk Dark Enforcer is extremely lucky I don't got mana right now, because if I did, I'd be rocking his shit. I need more Berserk. I need more Dark Enforcers. You see what I mean? Look, all these fucking mages around here, man. It's range, range, range. You only get your Dark Enforcer and your Dark Assassins, and like every single one you encounter, you got like a mage or a Dark Shaman somewhere around the area. Like, if you don't got any magic evasion, bro, this dungeon will fry your shit so fast. Dude, I remember I came in here with barely any magic invasion way back in the days. Oh my god, bro. That's what made me hate this dungeon instantly. Okay. Alright, if you want it. There we go. Now we're gonna go to Saradoma. Oh, come on. Still can't get the map from glitching out. It's ridiculous. Alright, let's get out of here. We're gonna pop some food and stuff. We're gonna do as much burns as we can. We can do it really quickly here, and that's why I always choose this area. It's always here and Celius, right? But I feel like here is the best spot. I'm about to show y'all why, right? Watch, y'all about to see. And what's funny is that the cave entrance I normally have to go through is this way. So we're gonna go down this way to this cave. We're gonna float on in, and we're gonna go and get as much as we can. I'm also gonna probably eat some food on the way down. Okay, I guess I didn't succeed in that, but that's alright. As y'all can see, I got some pretty good mana regen on the build. It could be better, but I got it for what it is. For what it is, it's not bad. You know, you guys see how many more enemies are here, right? This area is also really good for weapon mastery. And there it is. I've already killed like 8 enemies there. So we're knocking this out pretty quick. Alright, so while the area is clear, we're going to, 1, get rid of any blue items we got really quickly. Or anything that's just going to be shit, like this. Turn that to blue powder. We just open up 2 spaces. We're going to go back. And we're going to find this. We're going to eat that. We're going to get more weapon mastery going, which means we're probably going to eat that. And then we're going to roll with, like I said, increased healing capabilities. So that's going to be the Vienta style seafood critters. And now from there, you guys notice, as I said, a lot of enemies that want to do melee here. So they group up. He didn't have enough burn on him. I would have been able to fry him pretty quick. Alright, now we got open contracts in Saradoma, right? We got a shit ton. I hate to collect the magic crystal flower one. I'll be honest. I hate it so much because I don't have to leave cave. Contracts like that are good. Fuck it, I'll fight a reptilian butcher. I know there's one around here somewhere. Well, I guess I gotta get the ones that have what they have. I wonder if there's any flowers in the cave, man. I've never even like bothered looking it up, dude, and like it's really screwed me. There we go. There we go. They're about to get fried. So you guys see what I'm saying, right? The more these guys I kill, and look, it's like this area is just jammed, fucking packed with melee enemies, dude. And that you're never really, you're gonna find big ass groups here. So if you got good melee evasion, this place is perfect, right? Luckily, I got good evasion on everything, but what I like is that with these melee enemies, they group up. The more that they group up, the more I get to kill quickly. Alright. So we can get some of these guys in here. But you guys see, like, look at how fast my tokes are burning, dude, just from, like, these encounters alone. Like, that's what you want. You want your shit burning out quick. So, and while you're doing contracts, right? And so that I can gather all these guys again. It's like a zombie train in Call of Duty, right? Very similar. Ooh, that reptilian sentry's a problem. And this is the road to PvP, man. Getting all this shit right. I'm definitely gonna need to find myself a reptilian butcher pretty soon, though. Oh. Camera stuck. I see they still got those certain glitches in the game. Well, I guess the only way the camera's gonna be able to turn around is if I lock on to somebody, so now I gotta go look around. There we go. See? That's so fucking crazy. Like, I know it's a vast game, bro, and I know there's a lot to be fixed, so I'm not gonna sit here and be nitpicky, right? Because, I mean, after all, Division's probably the fucking worst game ever to play. There's so many glitches and shit, right? When it comes down to that. But, that's why I don't complain as much. I'm tolerable because they are constantly updating and working on this game. They're actively making an effort to. And a lot of people are going to still complain about what they have grievances about, which I completely understand. I completely understand. Everybody has a different standard on how they like to do things. You know what I mean? I'm about to heal up, get these guys going. These guys are getting fried. Yep, they're cooked. Boom. Now we can empty more inventory space by using these. If I still got them, of course. No, not those. Oh, alright, I guess I did use them already. We're gonna get more contracts, right? We're gonna try to knock out as many as we can within this time period. So, Reptilian Soldier, Reptilian Sentry, collect Magic Crystal Power, fuck it. Alright. And we're gonna do that Reptilian Butcher one, because once I kill him, I'll probably knock out 4 contracts in one go. Which is like ultimately the goal. We want that goal. There we go. And go back over here. We're gonna group all these guys up. Once I get that Reptilian Butcher in play, it's a wrap after that. Alright, we got all these guys, right? And whenever your health gets low, you just activate that. And then it's gonna keep damaging them, and then you freaking Inferno Javelin, and you can just take all these guys out in a second. Okay, where the sentries at? Right here. As I said before, you want to make sure your sentries, you go to your sentries first, because the melee guys are going to group up around you regardless. Your sentries will not. Your sentries will shoot you from wherever the hell they're at. And that's what makes them, in a sense, formidable opponents. As you guys can see, I'm already down to 35.5k Abyssal Burn tokes, you know, just from this area alone. It's really nice. Pretty sure there's more contracts to activate. Or not. Let's see. Okay, we still got a Reptilian Lancer, Sentry, a few others, right? Alright, come on, group up, group up. Oh, so good. And I got to get all these guys grouped up. And like I said, even if I don't have contracts here, this is just a really good place to like just burn so many. And people were telling me that this place was better for like a lot of burns and stuff, right? I didn't believe them. There you go. I believe them now. Boom, boom. Get all these guys' attention. That's the goal, right? Try to get them to circulate. Because you want them grouped up because you want to be able to deal as much damage as possible. The thing is, with spear builds, they got a lot of AoE attacks. Like, a lot. So, spears, I feel like, are made for, like, big PvP. And I feel like they can do small scale, too. But I feel like, ultimately, spears are, like, for, like, big style PvP, you know? Alright, I think the rest of the contracts are just collecting a flower. Yo, what is up, dude? Yeah, I know, Bloodborne, but Night Rain. Think about that. Think about that. There's a reason why I'm taking a break off of Bloodborne. I'm preparing myself for Night Rain, dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get burned out before I even play the game, right? And chances are, bro, I'm not even going to be playing Throne and Liberty as much anymore. Once Night Rain comes out, that's going to be the only game I want to be playing. So, being that there's actually time limits on like certain events in this game is the reason why I'm even playing it. You know what I'm saying, Akani? Dude, I trust me, you missed the last stream, bro. I did episode 3 Bloodborne just for you, and I didn't see you around. I was like, shit, dude, he is missing out big time. I killed like 4 bosses that stream too. It's not too late. I can still do Bloodborne. You want me to do Bloodborne? I can do Bloodborne, bro. I got you. It's just let me just do a little bit of grinding. Yeah, dude, you missed it. I have episode 3 already up and going. I killed in the Forbidden Woods. I killed those hooded guys. I forgot their names. Um, I missed it. Yeah, you missed it, dude. You missed it. But I don't really announce it as much. I try to announce it on the Discord, but I just end up just winging it nowadays. You know, I haven't been too heavily invested as much as I should. In fact, I've actually been thinking about something pretty crazy. I've thought about no longer live streaming. I've thought about just becoming a straight content creator and just communicating with people through polls instead. I don't know. That's just a thought. But what do you think? I mean, it's good to have the live interactions. I know some people like interacting with me live, and that's cool. You know, I don't have an issue with that. Just more so, I just feel like my lives don't get enough views necessarily right now. And maybe they'll get views later on. Oh, shit. We just got Daggery Master level 90. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like, Night Rain, I've even thought about, like, having... I've even thought about Elden Ring again, right? And for reasons. So, hear me out, right? Here's what I mean by I've been thinking about Elden Ring, right? So I have this really good idea. It's very similar to what I'm doing to Bloodborne, right? But I'm, like, now doing a, like, legit countdown. Playing Elden Ring until Night Rain comes out or something like that, right? Thinking about doing it. The spear is now 91. Let's go. We just got our weapon mastery and all that. But I've been thinking about, like, doing all that shit, dude. Just continuing the Bloodborne episode until it's finished, right? And then after that, committing to to Elden Ring, going back to Elden Ring, and then possibly playing this. Yeah, dude, I'm not kidding, bro. You know how crazy I am in Elden Ring, bro. Like, you know, bro. You seen it. You know what I mean? And it's been a while since I played, but I've had some build ideas in my mind that I wanted to iron out. But before that, I want to see what account I even want to play beforehand. I got one in the DLC right now who's got the Anspatch bow, and I've been heavily thinking about, like, finishing the game with that bow, or at least running around with it. I also use the Golem's Great Bow as well, so yeah. It's nice. It's good to see you though, bro. Honestly, I'm happy you're here. I am happy you're here. I will admit that. Like, truthfully. It's good to see you, dude. You know? Honestly, I've been talking to myself in the sense the whole time. Well, there's people on stream, of course. They just don't want to talk. They're filling me out. I get that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But bro, I've been seeing you been getting it on TikTok lately, man. I've been trying to support you as much as I could from there. Liking your content, you know, trying to interact. I want you to get more stuff. You do a lot more streaming wise than I do, and I feel like you deserve a lot more recognition. You know, that's my opinion. You know, honestly speaking, you know, I feel like you bring you put a lot of effort into your work versus me. And, you know, if I can help you get bigger, I'm going to, you know? So, yeah. That stream, episode 3, I actually tagged your page and stuff in it too. I started off, like, if you go and you watch episode 3, you're gonna see there's a shout out to Mike. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be playing this right now, you know, and I was just like, you know, I'll try to let you know. I know you missed it though. We're all busy. We all got our lives. I can't have you stop everything you're doing to come help me out or come check out the stream, right? And that's fine, dude. I've accepted that. Some people online are weird about that shit. They'll be like, "No, you don't support my stream. You don't support it, so you're not my boy." Emotions, emotions. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. You know what I mean? Shut up. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers think that, you know, and this is a hot take. It's a hot take, obviously. People think, people online, they live terminally online for so long, dude, that they think people, like, owe them this shit. Like, they owe them that, like, support, and it's crazy. Yeah, bro, I know, dude. I know what's good. Oh, trust me, I know, dude. Yeah, and it's the same thing with, like, everybody else, right? It's like, oh, dude, I'm getting fried out here right now. Jesus. Anyway, so, hold on, let me just deflect that, get some MP back. Roll that back for MP. Yeah, these boys are fucking me up. That's what I get for talking shit. But anyway, so basically, bro, right? There's like, all right. Here's an example. I'm gonna give you a good example. I know of streamers, right, that were on Twitch. Now, I'm not gonna mention any names. Don't think I really need to, right? And I'm gonna go invisible for a little bit because I gotta get out of here, right? And they would like legitimately berate and paint people's name like like black or like in a way where it would make them look bad because they didn't support their streams. They didn't show up to their streams. So they'll be like, this person's fake, this person's this person's that. Bro, that shit is ridiculous to me. Like, if you're acting like that because people are not showing support to content that they don't have to support, like, you need to get your fucking reality checked real good. I'm just saying. You really do. If you act like that towards your viewers, you really need to be put in check. Because, like, those are the kind of people that got, like, main character syndrome. And they want to sit here and make you feel bad for making a conscious decision of your own life with your own energy to go and support them by guilt tripping you or talking shit about you. That's so terrible, dude. I could never do that shit. I could never, ever in a million fucking years do that shit, bro. Never. Like, I don't take streaming that seriously, dude. I don't, you know? And for the people who do, I mean, I get the passion, but nobody's obligated to help nobody. And that's what streamers have to understand. This is like volunteer work, dude. This is something that you're choosing to do. You're creating your own vibe. You're creating your own page. You're setting your own tone. Now, obviously, you just catch me at random times streaming, dude. I don't even have a stable stream schedule. I've been saying for months I was going to get one. I never really got that going. I just have a lot going on. That's all it is. But ultimately, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, woe is me. My problems suck. Like, no, dude. Like, honestly, the way that I see it is just I'm going to stream when I stream. If I'm feeling up to it, I'm going to just stream. And if I'm not feeling up to it, I'm not going to fucking stream, you know? Because at the end of the day, if you're not fit, like, here, all right, so here's the thing. Once again, I'm just drop some knowledge, impart some knowledge on some people, right? For anybody who's watching, just in general, right? If you turn it into an obligation, it becomes ass. I don't know what dick reptilian status even means. You know what I mean? But anyway, right? So it starts to become a job. Once it becomes a job, it becomes not so fun, you know? And then it's tough to create good quality content when you're under an obligation that becomes a job. And that's how a lot of those people that I was just talking about earlier who get mad about people not supporting them, that's how they're created. Because they're sitting here making it an obligation to the point they're miserable. So now that they're miserable, they feel you got to be miserable with them too. That you got to support them because they're miserable doing something they're voluntarily choosing to do. So I just think that's crazy. Yeah, exactly, bro. There's a certain tedium that comes with obligation, right, dude? And that's the thing, right? A lot of people fail to understand A lot of people feel, oh, I'm gonna fuck this guy up. Hell yeah, let's go. A lot of people fail to understand that it's volunteer. It's voluntary. You know what I mean? And ultimately, this fucker is trying to really kill me. All right, but I'm gonna kill his ass too. So as we can see, we're going at it. But basically, that's why like I can never be a weirdo like that. I personally don't like people like that. That's why like I don't get mad if my boys don't show up to my stream. I don't get mad if nobody supports me. I don't get mad if like, you know what I mean, if people don't make it when they said they were going. I don't get mad because ultimately, why? It's a choice, dude. It's not like you have to show up and not put a gun to nobody's head. None of that shit, right? And that's what it comes down to. But he just got fried, dude. That dude got absolutely fried. You know what I mean? Dude, look at that. We're just knocking out so many of these. So many of these. With people like that, the connection to their audience wasn't genuine. Well, because that's the thing, right? A lot of people, they want to turn this shit into an actual job. They want to make money off of this. They want to be like I Show Speed or like Asmongold or whatever, right? Yeah. And that's what it is. And that's, you know, that's what I do this for, bro. I don't do this shit for fame. I don't do this shit for money. I mean, ultimately, recognition, I won't lie, there is a level of recognition I would like to have streaming. That's not even a lie. Like, that's the truth. As far as, like, my gameplay, I like to push my content out there because I feel like I'm a pretty fucking good gamer. I don't think I'm the best. I think I'm maybe one of the best out there as far as, like, gameplay and content goes with the games that I'm very good at. But as far as, like, everything else, I feel like once you start to throw money into it, or you start to look, listen, I fully support people making money off this shit. I don't have an issue with that, right? So when I say this take, I'm not saying I'm against people making money off of it, right? When I say this, I'm saying this in the aspects of like when money gets involved, it becomes a lot more of an obligation. It becomes a job. It just becomes many things it didn't originally start out as. So that's why when I stream, dude, I do random times. If I'm feeling up to it, I'm feeling up to it. If I'm not, I'm not. At the end of the day, the live reels are there. So if people ever want to check out my YouTube channel, they know like, oh shit, I just missed this live stream, but it's sitting there. Maybe I can go and watch it. And maybe people will watch it passively. Maybe they won't. You know. But I know ultimately people enjoy live streams because they enjoy live interaction with the player and themselves who's playing the game. Maybe to ask questions on the spot, so on and so forth. You have them right then and there, so why not, right? And that's where streaming becomes beneficial. I think streaming becomes beneficial in the aspects of networking and the aspects of getting connected with player bases within the game. Getting to know and understand the people who play the same games as you and seeing who you're dealing with in a sense, as far as the game goes, right? And, you know, as far as everything else. You see, the thing is with me, I try not to get too much of my personal involved in my streaming life for reasons. You see, there's another thing too, right? This is a fucking crazy one, but listen to this. I also knew of people who streamed because they needed emotional support. That's fucking crazy to me. Alright? Like, you literally jump into people online for emotional support to help you with problems when they don't even know you. You know what I mean? That's fucking crazy work to me. You know, in my opinion. That's just me, though. You know? Now, a lot of people could say, oh, well, it helped a lot of people's lives. Well, I'm glad it did. But here's the thing, right? Once these people become emotionally dependent on you, the audience, right? The moment you're not there for them, they're going to slander your name. They're going to say you weren't there for them. They're going to guilt trip you the whole night. Like, that's where it stems. That's how it starts. That's how that whole you didn't support me shit starts. And it's fucked, dude. Like, I've met people legitimately who think like that. And I told myself, I will never be a streamer like that ever in my life, dude. Yeah, bro. And the thing is, right, and I'm not sitting here and saying, like, there's nothing wrong with trying to seek help. It's where you're seeking the fucking help is where I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to go online with a bunch of people who literally hide their faces behind a fucking computer screen or a phone or keyboard warriors or whatever you want to call them, right? They're going to say whatever the fuck they want. And they're probably going to make your mental health feel a lot worse than it already is. Bro, I had somebody who went online, tried to go and garner sympathy, and all they did is flame this motherfucker to the point that they actually became almost, he wanted to unalive himself in certain aspects, and it was fucked. And the first thing I told him, I looked at him and I said, what the fuck did you expect, dude? You're online with people who don't care about you. They want to see you suffer. This shit is entertainment to them. You know what I mean? So it's just wild. It's a real wild time. So I learned a lot from those people, what not to do. And obviously, I'm not that kind of person to be doing that anyway. You know what I mean? When it comes down to my problems, they are my problems, and that's how I am. I tend to keep it as real as I possibly can when it comes down to interacting with people. And ultimately, I think that's why I'm able to draw my audience in, because I also have pretty decent gameplay, I like to believe. I'm not sitting here getting my ass absolutely handed to me the whole time, thank God. But I'm also doing PvE, so like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what to expect from these enemies, right? So yeah. I probably should be doing contracts right now, but honestly, I just want an A-bomb burn. Dude, I just want an A-bomb burn. I don't know. Now that we talking about Elden Ring, I'm heavily thinking about fucking shooting an Elden Ring stream, man. Or something. You know? I'm heavily thinking about it. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to keep deconstructing the blue armors. Obviously, the purple stay. This is to keep our inventory space good. We've already got a lot done. 32.6K. We dropped down from 40K. We got 8.2K worth of items thrown in our inventory, which is really good. But yeah, man, that kind of shit happens online. That's why, like, like most people, like, let's say if I was one of those kind of streamers, well, you weren't there for the last one, so I'm never gonna stream it again because you don't support me. Like, fuck out of here, dude. Like, let that be the day, bro. Let that be the day. If I ever turn out like that, somebody better put my ass out. Straight up. Somebody better put me out. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm ever going to act like that, man. But you're good, bro. Honestly, like I said, if you want to, bro, I'm not kidding. I'll fucking start a Bloodborne stream in the next 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'll start that shit in the next 15 minutes, right? And I'll do a 2-hour stream because I got to work today. I'm not off today at all. I got to definitely go and hit some work later, right? And then I got shit to do even more later after that, right? So it's like, because after work, like, then I got to go and handle the stuff I said I was going to handle that I wanted to handle today. Ended up prolonging it to tomorrow because it was a better time for me to do it. But ultimately, like, what does it come down to, right? It's just all about time management, organization, shit like that. And this is one of those kind of games that teaches you how to time manage, by the way. You're going to be doing a lot of multitasking, a lot of attention to detail. You got to pay attention. Like, when you do contracts, it's going to refill your abyssal contract tokes, right? So you know that. So what do you want to do? You want to do some A-bomb burns, you want to do some resistance contracts like what I'm kind of doing now, right? And then you want to go back, and once you got those open slots, go back and do your cooking contracts. I'm not going to do the cooking contracts until it's like close to the night. And let's see how long I got to nighttime. 45 minutes? Absolutely not. We're probably going to go knock those out right now and end the stream. So, or at least for this area, right? So let's go to Vienta Village. We're out of here. Dude, I got 50.2 mil. That's a lot of money. But apparently it's not enough. Apparently you need like a lot of money to max your account.
Like never before.
Honestly, bro, I would love to play this game with you sometime, man. It'd be a lot of fun. We definitely run out. I definitely help you out, get you better gear. It'd be cool.
Welcome, chef. A fresh batch of culinary
But I also
contracts
understand the
this day.
situation at hand, so I get it. I'm gonna grab fried egg, pickled fruit. Vegetable stir fry. We're gonna knock out as many of these as we can because we get about 10 a day, right?
I've got a special contract available, Chef.
Oh man, we don't have any crab meat pie right now, which is not good. Once this is all done, once before stream close out, we're definitely gonna open up what chests we can, and then we're gonna open up what needs to be done. We're gonna have a lot of weapon mastery after this. Probably gonna level up. We only got 15 contracts left too, which is nice. Out of 60 we had to do, it's pretty impressive work. Let me tell you, it's impressive work. Yeah, I have no idea how impressive that work is. That I'm knocking these contracts out so quick. Like I said, you gotta be a cook. We finally got a crab meat pie. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. And every time I do this, I get 80,000 weapon mastery added to my shit. So you do the math on that, man. We're looking at a lot of weapon mastery points. Not to mention, we've already leveled up. We've already leveled up, for the most part, our weapon mastery, right? Just by fighting those enemies. That's another thing you definitely want to. You definitely want to make sure, right, that you're keeping up with that as well and knowing where your points are going, because you don't want to waste your Stalinors or your resources on the wrong things, you know. As you can see, the food that I have plenty of is what I'm doing the contracts with, if you guys noticed. And as y'all can see, like, my abyssal contracts are climbing back up, just like I said.
Welcome, Chef. A fresh batch of culinary contracts just
We're gonna refresh again. Fried egg, vegetable stir fry, pickled fruit. We got 3 more after this, and then we're gonna look at all our progress. And we're gonna make a decision on what we're gonna do. As I said, I'm heavily thinking about Bloodborne after this. So, dude, if you really want to, dude, Mike, if you serious, if you want me to play Bloodborne and you want me to do that, I'll play it for you. If you show up, I got you. I'll do it right after this. Not even a joke. There you go. I only needed 1 egg. Yeah, this man is excited. Let's go, Bloodborne. I'm dead. I got you, dude. I got you. I got you. Alright, well, the decision has been made. I know I'm going to get a lot of passive views for doing this. And I'm not going to lie, this is a game I'm probably not going to play for a little while, man. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe if I need a break from other games, sure. I'll probably come back and check up. But I got no real reason to play this anymore now that... Ooh, I don't have any pickle fruit. Ooh, shit, that's bad news. That's really, really bad news. Oh, got one right here, though. So we're actually good. Make golden apple pie. Scorpion tail feathers, why not? Night rains in 10 days. I know, I might just do, like... I'm not kidding. I might just do, like, I might stream like each day until and then take 1 day off for night rain. And we'll see. I don't know. Like I'm still thinking, bro. Like nothing is definitive right now with what I'm saying, right? I have no solid word on this at the moment, right? But like no doubt, like I can definitely get some shit going with streaming because of night rain. So I'm gonna try to finish out Bloodborne before Night Rain comes out. That's kind of gonna probably be my goal. We just knocked all our contracts out. Alright, dudes, let's look at our loot allocation pool and see what we got just from this short stream alone. It's only been about, what, 2 hours? Right? And we've knocked out how much? Well, first let's look at our rewards. So we got a crap ton of food, blue items we're gonna dissolve. We're gonna quickly sort through all this, right? We're going to look at our new food that we got from our contract, right? We're going to check it out. We're going to open this up. This is giving us cooking ingredients. A whole lot of cooking ingredients I probably don't even need. We got 4 pouches. We're going to open those up. We're going to see what we got. Got some rings and stuff. some armor plating, 2 more blues. That's okay, I guess. Not terrible. We're gonna open the contract, the pouch from Shadow Crypt. We got 50 of those. We're gonna open the precious pouch, precious blessing pouch Tyrant. This is gonna be from Saradoma. Alright, we're gonna dissolve all these because we don't need them. Some people are probably telling me, why don't you just trade unlock them? I'm gonna save my trade unlock stones. Alright. What else we got? We've earned all these items. We've earned this cooking food and stuff. We're also gonna sell the food on the market, right? We're gonna store some of our stuff. We're gonna store these purples, right? And then we only got one fucking day for that fishing food, dude. Too. That's another thing too, right? But I'm about to just say fuck it and just go with it. If I take a loss on that, take a loss on that. You know what I mean? We're definitely about to go make some stuff, like not a joke. We're about to get it going. We're also gonna make some apples, right? I'm gonna explain why in a moment, right? So this basket we got, I know we can select what we can make, right? And I always choose apples or honey, right? I like honey, personally. I only get 5. So I can always get apples, right? Honey's pretty good. I could have got the apples and made roasted honey apple pie, right? But I chose the honey because you can make some pretty good stuff with it. I'm just going to use the 4 apples. We're going to waste out as much of our items as we can, right, for what we're making. That's taking up inventory space, right? With a fried egg, we're going to get a fried egg for that instead, right? As y'all can see, my cooking level is level 21, dude. I'm a top chef right now, so trust me, I put in some serious work in this game, but as I said, we got new games coming out, new things I want to definitely check out, right? As you guys can see, I got a lot of contract coins, too. If I wanted to, I can actually grab all this shit. You know? Enchanted ink, why not? Because eventually I'm going to start selling stuff for Lucent. So when you sell stuff for Lucent, you get Lucent tax. I think that's just straight bullshit, but to say the least, when you get the ink, you're able to create what you call lithographs, and lithographs will actually help you make currency in the game so you don't have to pay real life money. We're also going to sell the food that we got from some of our contracts. We don't ever use this. I'm going to show you guys, you can actually make passive Solent off of cooking, like from the cooking contracts alone, right? So with your cooking contracts, you can like make Solent. You know, and as you guys see, I'm already at 109.5k. See, that's like pocket change necessarily, but you're still like making money. See what I'm saying? In the game. Alright, so that's 114.4k I got from cooking contracts, right? Which is not terrible. It's really not terrible for the amount of like passive like XP you actually get for doing it, right? These are pretty good too. I'm trying to remember what this says. Buff duration, bonus damage. I honestly don't ever use that. So 139k. And what are we looking at, right? We also got these. Marin ore, that's another 1.4 mil. Right off rip.
To resist the sparkle of my wares.
And then we're gonna possibly sell all this fish because I can't make anything else, right? That puts us at 1.4 mil we just earned on top of what we're about to go get. And we still got weapon mastery we gotta do, right? Not mentioning now we gotta take some of that money and we gotta spend it. And so you see this little pattern, a little cycle here, right?
Welcome.
Oh shit, yeah, you can make a well, we're not gonna use blue powders for that shit. Pretty sure that'll be for PvP later, right?
Everything I sell is brand new.
Alright, so we got 57 of those. Precious powders. We got 5 purples. What else? We got 2 precious emerald, 14 rare emerald, which is really good. We're done here with the accessories, right? Now we're gonna check our armor. Rare stallion ores. We got 8. We got precious Stallion ore. We're gonna go over here. Growth stones and a few other things. So as y'all can see, like, I'm pretty well rounded on everything I need here for like my stuff.
See you next time.
Toyo, what kind of weapon are you looking for?
Weapon crafter. Boom, just like that, there it is. We're also gonna go into my guild hall, which is another really good spot. Oh yeah, well, before we actually head out, there's one more thing I really want to do, and that's Tato's Tower. So we're gonna definitely knock out Tato's Tower, and then we're going straight to Bloodborne afterwards. If you guys want to follow me from this stream to that stream right after, let me know. If not, that's fine. I know that Souls games are an acquired taste. Fully aware of that. Gotta get rid of all this shit. So as y'all can see, I've gathered quite a bit of items. Enchanted ink. Still got some pouches over here we gotta open up, right? Boom. There we go. Got some contracts from that. 20 of those. I don't know why I didn't make more of these. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We can't even move up yet. Just give me a sec. Give me a sec. I got this. I got this. Because you guys gotta also remember, right? I cleared all my contracts out, right? So now I can do Tato's Tower.
You there? Your armor is not here. What would you like me to make you?
Oh yeah, I forgot that the other one's up here.
Come here if you want to make
So unnecessary.
looking for a skill growth book.
I'm gonna make 14 of these. I think, as you guys can see, these books are pretty expensive. So, Precious Marin is gonna give me a lot of money. We got those, and we're gonna use these greens for that.
Which skill do you want to make stronger?
There you go.
Take care of your...
Alright, now we're gonna store everything, and we're gonna use our weapon masteries for what we need.
Leave anything you don't welcome.
Alright, books are in here. Purples are in there, which is all precious items. And now we're gonna sell the loose ends. Which I know, I'm pretty sure I got green pages in here and I'm not supposed to have. 1 blue powder, 8 green pages. Blue books can stay though.
Good looking bow.
Want to see more work?
If you're thinking of going hunting.
Oh,
Oh, welcome. What brings you here?
I think the only thing I'll do in this game is pretty much log in, grab the dailies on a regular basis, and then go from there. But as you guys can see, I'm making a lot of money just kind of just playing. Purples, greens, these can go. This can go. Percy can go because I already got that. That's 906K I just made. That's another 906. That's supposed to be at 53 mil. Alright, now we're going to do Tato's Tower, and we are out of this stream after that. We got 5 more to go to add to our weapon masteries. I love Tato's Tower, man. Tato's Tower has got some good benefits. Nice. That's all the contracts, right? Then we're going to go to Secret Dungeon. And you're going to watch me blast through these dudes. Oh, we also got Hall of Illusion and Gate of Infinity. Fucking A, dude. I actually need to do these to get some good rewards. Okay, so sorry, Mike, to disappoint you, but I actually got to knock these out this week, right? Well, let me see how much time I got on them, and then I'll make a decision, right? Because honestly, I really do want to play Bloodborne now that I really think of it. Now that you're here, I do want to play it. Bro, listen, dude, yes, bro, yes. Listen, Mike, you don't even know, bro. You don't even know. You don't know how hard I grind on the low, bro. Let me see this guy, right? You're going to see, watch. This grind is crazy. You're going to see. There he is. That's it. That's one, right? I can always move to the next floor. I could do it quick. I can knock all these quick. But you guys, but if you notice, I got 560,000 weapon mastery for that. Oh, this one takes too long. I'm out. Because then he's going to drop down. It's going to take a while. I'll just jump out and jump back in my contract, right? And the next one's this asshole, right? There you go. So you know what's going to happen? Probably going to hit him, and then we're going to hit the other three. And our weapon mastery is going to be close to 100. I know guys who are weapon mastery is like 130 plus, right? Which is crazy to me. He's gone. That's another 560,000. That's why Tato's Towers contracts are so fucking good, dude. That already put me over a mil, just those two alone. Now we're gonna do this guy. Only to die in seconds, dead ass. Dead. This guy's cooked. Bye.
I could finish another floor. Great.
Everything will be done as he wills it.
She's about to die too. There it is. Dude, I think I just did all of them. No, there's still one more. 19F, right? Alright, then, after that, we're going to go check out the dimensional trials. We're going to see where it goes. Boom, that's a full max 10. Nice. I know. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. I'm trying. There's guys who kill faster than me in this game, but, you know, as I said, comparison is a thief of all joy, right? I'm better than I was yesterday. I'm better than I was when I first started the game, and that's what keeps me going. I remember this asshole. He was in the main story.
The die is cast.
That's it.
This is how it ends.
And just like that, that's easy weapon mastery XP, man. Easy. You know? So now we're going to go and we're going to look over our weapon mastery XP. You guys are about to see how much I actually just accumulated. Dude, 9.5 mil weapon mastery. Boom, 91. 92. 92. We're actually going to put more to the dagger. Boom. We just got 2 levels from doing all that. And dagger's good, right? And we got weakened chance. We're actually going to go for this. Attack speed is going to be 0.4%. We're going to get that crazy. And we're going to figure out the spear, right? We already got a 10 on that. So let's see. Now I got to think, right? What skills the spear the most? I know I use poison, or I use Death Knell. Said Death Knell additionally increases cooldown speed by 15%. Like, I fucking need that. So, fear chance versus stun chance, right? We got to figure out what's good. Range evasion's good for the most part, right? We want to get this interconnected. In order to do that, we need what? Defense, tactics. We just need to interconnect our shit. So we're gonna do range evasion on there. Alright, we're definitely stronger than we were before. Alright, so now we're gonna go and hit. We're gonna go and hit some Bloodborne. Alright, man. Well, thank you guys. It's a pretty short stream for this game. I'm not gonna be streaming too much longer. I'm probably gonna be streaming till about 3. Thank you guys. If you like the content, leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what I can improve on, and I'm gonna be back to it. I'll catch y'all later. Peace. Mike, give me like literally a minute. Give me literally a minute to get the title and everything changed up, and I got you. All right, dudes. Enjoy. This is Army Wolf Gaming, and have a good day.